Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to Wrestling Days Live. We are live for this week's NWA. NWA Carnyland is what we've got. Episode 2, which I'm genuinely looking forward to. I really liked last week's episode. Of course, it's not wrestling. It's not power. It's something that I think is going to be a really good vehicle for getting over the talent. I've seen a lot of people saying that this is NWA's being the elite. This is like a way of getting across the different superstars using just little skits and just, you know, fun little segments, which I think I'm totally on board with. I'm really cool with. I think last week worked really well. I'm looking forward to watching it develop and watching it grow. And we have got episode 2 tonight. I can see Wrestling Days fan, shout out to you saying it was short. I don't know if you're talking about Carnyland or something different, but in regards to Carnyland, I really like the fact that it's only half an hour. I know that might sound strange because, of course, we are here for, you know, something like an hour long. That's what we normally get with Power. We are here to actually do a watch along. So it is a bit strange me sitting here saying it's great, it's only half an hour. But I do think that this is quite intense. You know, I do think that this is quite you have to pay it a lot of attention. Obviously, you've got to pay wrestling a lot of attention, but you know, you go through stages in wrestling matches. In regards to a show like this, where it's just, you know what I mean, things are happening, right, we're over here, now we're over here, what, we're over by the bins? What's Jocephus doing by the bins? And then it's like, right, now we've got a story and you've got to pay attention to it. There's more that seems to be crammed into this half an hour. And I gotta be honest, by the end of the half an hour, I was like, I felt like I'd watched an hour of Power. It felt about the same to me, so I don't know what it would be like if I watched an hour of Carnyland. It might be like sitting through a 3-hour Raw or something like that, you know, just because of the amount of stuff that's in there. You just don't get a second to stop. You got to remember, I'm used to watching WWE, so I have to have a commercial break every 5 minutes, every minute. If there's not a commercial break every minute, I don't know what to do. That's how Raw is presented, and that's how SmackDown is presented. So yeah, look, I think it works. I wouldn't make it any longer. I wouldn't make it any shorter. I think it's fine as it is. Truth Teller says, I'm the toilet cleaner of Carnyland. Well, it's a perfectly acceptable job. It's a job that needs to be done. So much respect to you. We've got Project WCW, shout out to you. £10 podcast. Can I just say a quick apology to £10 podcast? I always jump onto the show before. I always join £10 podcast before. And I didn't get a chance today. I'm really running behind. So yeah, I'm struggling a little bit today. I've got a wrestling escape pod that I need to record after this, and I'm just not prepared for it. So I was having to do research for that instead. It's this week's episode is on tag team betrayals. It's where tag teams have split up, turned on each other. So it should be a really good episode. But yeah, it's taken quite a bit of research. I'm not gonna lie. I know there's a few that come to mind. Straight away, you think Shield and you think of the Rockers. But yeah, I was like, man, what are the big ones have happened? And so I've just been doing research on that. So yeah, I'm struggling a little bit today. I'm a little bit behind. What? I'm never going to watch you again. Hey, look, I'm just being honest because I am going to go back and watch the show that you did. But I just wanted to explain as to why I wasn't active in the chat. I mean, I could sit here and lie and say, yeah, I had it on whilst I was doing stuff. But that would be a lie, so I'm not going to do that. I wasn't able to join you today. I'm sorry. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. But I'm sure it was awesome. I'm sure it was amazing, and I will be checking it out. Aldis, shout out to you, my friend. Saying looking forward to that show. Yeah, it's taken a little bit of work. And I'll be honest, there's some breakups that I didn't know about. Things that have took place that well, I say I didn't know about. I think I probably did, but they were like buried in the back of my mind, kind of a thing. So it's been really interesting. I've really enjoyed it. So yes, we are all good to go. In regards to, there's not a great deal to like talk about. There's not a great deal for us to go through, to be honest, because like obviously this is the second episode, and why is that camera moving? Hang on, we got dramas here. Why have we got dramas? Oh, that's why we've got dramas. That's why we've got dramas. It helps. It helps if you actually plug the computer in. That's why we've got some dramas here. Yes, so there's not a great deal to talk about. There's not a great deal to go through because we have seen one episode. We kind of know what to expect. It's not like last week. Last week where it was like, what is Carnyland? We've now got an answer. And so we know what to expect. We know that it's going to be awesome. We know that it's going to be their version of being the elite. And I can't wait to see how it develops. Sorry. This perfectly sums up how my day is going so far. I've managed to kill this computer because it wasn't plugged in. That then knocked the camera. I then unplugged this computer. So if that doesn't sum up how my day is going, I don't know what does. Just everything is just falling apart around me, but in a really glorious way. So yes, I'm excited. I was going to read you the description on this week's episode, so that at least we would have a bit of an idea as to what we were going to be getting, like specifically. But then, as I said, the computer died. I've managed to get it back though, so I can quickly go through it now. So it says, Carnyland takes you inside a rumor that's got all the citizens of Carnyland up in arms. What is the rumor that's the talk of the NWA? Guys, what is this rumor? We do know a special emergency council meeting was called. What is going on? There was an emergency council meeting that was called as a result of this rumor that's going around Carnyland. What? Watch how the rumor spreads through Carnyland, and like all wrestling angles, it has a twist that you should have seen coming, but likely it won't be spoiled by Joe Galli's news reporting. Does it involve NWA World Champion Nick Aldis and Strictly Business? What about the president, William Patrick Corgan? Could Carnyland be closing after 1 week? What? What is this? So, okay, there we go. There's a rumor that is running through Carnyland. That's the theme of this episode. Wow, okay, interesting. We'll have to wait and see. Days, what random question? What non-NWA superstar do you think would fit best in Carnyland? What non... Well, you want someone that's got a big personality, don't you? You want someone that's really going to be able to express themselves. So I do think that Matt Hardy comes to mind. Matt Hardy has got a big personality, and I think that within Carnyland, where he's given free reign to do whatever he wants, I think he could come up with some weird and wonderful stuff. I do think Bray as well. I think Bray, but obviously Bray's kind of doing that already with the Funhouse. So you'd probably just get something similar to the Funhouse. So maybe Bray's already doing that. Whereas Matt Hardy, I mean, I don't really ever watch his YouTube channel, so I don't know if he's doing something along those lines. But I do think Hardy would be a good fit. But you just, really, anyone that's got like a really big personality that could take a few minutes and just, deliver gold. So, yeah, I would probably go that way. But feel free to let me know in the chat who you think you'd like to see. EC3 says £10 podcast. Harry says, I'm the dentist of Carnyland. Days, the rumor is that you're not the father. Is Maury going to say that? Are we going to have Maury coming onto Carnyland? You are not the father. Ah! I'd love to see that. That would be awesome, actually, if they could do a rip on that. Could you imagine if they did like a Jerry Springer skit? That might be quite fun, mightn't it? To have like some of the wrestlers and sat there and you have like a Jerry Springer type moment. That could be cool. Shout out to Charlie Swan. Is Carnyland 3 hours? It's half an hour. It's half an hour. Days, you're a bad mayor if you weren't there. Chris, I'm afraid I got some bad news on that. I have stepped down. I have stepped down as mayor of Carnyland. I gave it my all. I think that we made some real progress. I think as we were building towards the opening of Carnyland, you know, I was working tirelessly to put that community together. And I built it, and it got to the point where the people wanted to have a vote. Now, this was never a democracy, right? This was never a democracy. This was never about people having free rights and all this kind of stuff. I was the mayor. Yeah, I was the mayor, and that's how it was meant to be. But, oh, no. People want to vote. People want their rights. Yeah? And I kept saying, that's not how we run things here. Yeah? That's not how we do things. I say things, you do them. That's how it works. Yeah? And I'm super nice. I didn't get it. I was lovely. Yeah? I was intelligent. I was well-mannered. I was punctual. I was all the good things that moms hope their children will be.
Maniacs is a legend. They donated $10 via super chat. Huge shout out to Fiona Days. She is amazing, learned a lot, and she'll be back. Also, she wanted me to tell you she loved your watch along and loved you were amused by her background. Lol.
I do. I was. Shout out to you, Coaster Maniacs. So anyway, cut a long story short, I'm not prepared to go through the ordeal of standing for an election, right? Because there's a real strong chance I lose. So, and I'm not putting myself through that. So I've decided that I think the best thing to do is to walk away. So I've done what I needed to do. I got us to the promised land. Yeah, I'm taking all the credit. I got us to the promise. I did everything. I got us there. I built it. Now it's time for someone. And actually, in all fairness, I probably had the fun part. Do you know what I mean? Helping to build it, putting bits together. Yep, you can be this, you can do that. Everyone do as I say. Blah, 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 blah. But now, do you know what I mean? Now it's come to the time where people are going to start having problems. Oh, my dishwasher's broken. I think, does the mayor look after that? I don't know. The dishwasher's broken. My horse has fell over. Do you know what I mean? I don't need to deal with that. I don't need to deal with that. So it's time for someone else. So there's a vacancy going. Yes, Coaster, in regards to you, my friend, Coaster has... this was really random. I got to tell you, Coaster, this was one of the most random things I've ever seen happen on the internet. So you might remember last week, Zicky Dice was talking to a young lady called Fiona, and we were having a little bit of fun last week because Fiona had some bunting in the background. And, you know, I was saying, what is she celebrating? Like, where's that bunting from? Is it her birthday? Is it an anniversary? What is going on? Zicky Dice was asking lots of questions, but he wasn't addressing the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is, why did that lady have bunting on her wall? And I never thought I would get an answer, but she got in touch. Fiona got in touch, which absolutely blew my mind. She got in touch on Twitter, and she was like, I watched the watch along. I thought it was really fun. Just so you know, I have no idea why I've got bunting up. She's like, I can't remember why I put it up. So it's like, wow. I mean, I just got an answer from someone in Carnyland. Do you know what I mean? Someone in Carnyland got in touch on Twitter to tell me why they had Bunting up, but in all fairness, the answer was they couldn't remember. So I was like, wow, that's amazing. And Coaster Maniacs, the cray-cray guy, managed to get in touch with Fiona, and he's done an interview. He's done an interview with Fiona. He did a chat with Fiona, which is amazing because she seems like a really nice person. I mean, she came across awesome in episode 1, and I'll definitely be checking that interview out. Definitely. But yeah, it was like, what is going on? Like, is this Carnyland? Are we in Carnyland? How is this a thing? How has this happened? I don't understand. All because of Bunting. Can you see how powerful Bunting is now? I've been saying this for so long. If you go back to some of my earliest streams, you'll hear me saying how powerful Bunting is. It is so powerful that it can, do you know what I mean? She was just a lady that was being spoken to by Zicky Dice. Next thing she knows, all because of Bunting, we're talking about her. She's having to reach out and give me answers. Well, she didn't have to, but she did. Give me answers on Twitter. And now she's got people getting in touch going, do you want to be in my video? Yeah. Coaster Maniacs calling her up. Do you want to come onto my video? Can you bring the Bunting? Will the Bunting do an interview as well? Yeah. Amazing. I hope you asked her the hard questions, Coaster Maniacs. I hope you asked the hard questions. I hope you didn't just go down the easy route. I hope you didn't go down the I'm not going to ask about the Bunting route. Because that's just not how it works. Coaster Maniacs says, Days, the vice mayor will need an assistant. No, I'm done, mate. I'm done. I'm full on. I'm in retirement now. I'm into my retirement years. That's what I am. I'll always be ex-mayor. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I should just go call myself the official ex-mayor of Carnyland now. So, yeah, I'm chillaxing. Do you know what I mean? I might go off to the beaches of Carnyland and spend some time there. Maybe I'll make a little model railway or something. Do you know what I mean? Is that what old people do? What do old people do? If there's any old people watching, what do you do? I don't know what you do. Did you, as mayor, drive to Durham and the residents become annoyed? No. I feel like I should have. I feel like I've completely messed up being a mayor now. Coaster says, I'm still vice mayor. NWA says, rumor has it the rumor is about you. What do you mean? What do you mean? No, I don't know. NWA, what you on about? Now I'm uncomfortable. What is the rumor about? Guys, get your predictions in. Shout out to the NWA as well. Keep being you. Just keep being you. Keep it real. So yeah, what do you think? Let me know. What do you think that the rumor is about? Put your thoughts and predictions in the chat. Kenny certainly likes what he sees so far. Thumbs up. Oh, Kenny, do you want to go to NWA? Here we go. Sending in the message. Kenny, NWA? Oh, yeah! Coaster Maniac says, Bunting is there. She talks about her time working for Disney and her love for coasters. Dude, I would not have spoke about anything other than the Bunting, to be honest. I would want to know, was it homemade Bunting? Did she buy the Bunting? Where does she get her Bunting from? Does she go to Bunting's R Us? I don't know. There'd be so many Bunting related questions. She's proper over as well now, isn't she? Look, she's proper over. Isn't the world? I mean, like, the world is such a strange place, but isn't it an amazing place as well? I mean, it was a lady that was being spoken to by Zicky Dice, who just had Bunting in the background, and now she's the talk of the town. She's the talk of the town. She's the talk of Carnyland. Fiona. Rumor is about the mayor race, says Sunny Wolf. Maybe about the best NWA fan days. Kenny likes it. I'm never gonna get sick of that. One day, someone's gonna say something really bad about me, and Kenny will read it and he'll be like, "Ah." I think Days smells like stale cheese. Ah. The NWA rumor is Carnyland isn't real. Oh. Chris says, I think the rumor is Nick Aldis is a robot. I mean, in all fairness, I have had my suspicions. Because he's from the UK, right? He's from England. I'm from England. And I've got to tell you, I never saw him. When he was over here in England, yeah, and we were both living our lives, I never saw him. I never bumped into him on the streets. Just saying. Does that seem suspicious to you? Because it certainly seems suspicious to me. Make of that what you will. I don't know what that means, right? All I'm saying is that I never bumped into him. Moda says, Fiona is the best. Fiona number one. Fiona is the best. Fiona number one. Nice. What else have we got? DJ B Tazzy says, Days can't wait for Carnyland. Woo! How about them apples? A new superstar coming, says Jordan. Ooh. Elder says, I will be in the meeting. Days will advise. Days is not the father. Wow, I'm looking forward to this. If there's been a meeting of the elders, then it should be very tasty. Jordan says, a new superstar joining the roster. Not sure. Chalmers says, rumor, maybe something involving Stu Bennett. Maybe. Give up on the act, Days, and admit it. You're in Texas, born and raised. Yeah. I mean, when you look at me, you think cowboy, don't you? I mean, in fairness, a lot of people do. A lot of people think that. When they look at me, they think, that is definitely a cowboy. Maybe not in the Texas way, but they... What part of me looks like I'm from Texas anyway? No, I'm not, unfortunately. I'm from Georgia. Chalmers, the Jerry Springer segment needs... Oh, yes! Imagine that. That would be amazing. Chalmers. Chalmers says the Jerry Springer segment needs ? Thunder Rosa and Brian Rosa. Imagine that. Imagine that. That would be incredible. I would love to see trying to woo Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa looking a little bit awkward. Brian Rosa just getting like angry on the end and the whole thing just simmering and bubbling away. That would be excellent. Yes, good shout. NWA, can I be the owner of Carnyland? From James Simpkin from Audley. Audley would like to be the owner. I think that's how you do become the owner of things. I think you just go up to people and say, is it all right if I can be the owner? Is that okay? I think that's how Vince got WWE. Pretty sure he just went up to someone and went, can I have this? And they went, yes. I just shared a video on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you, Roy Rees. Shout out to you, Roy Rees. Miss Clown 1, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Which wrestler deserves a big show punch? So what wrestler deserves to be knocked out? I can't say anyone other than King Corbin. He deserves that all day long. Coaster Maniacs says, Days, fair enough. I'm going to talk to her again. What do you mean? Are you in a relationship now or something? What's going on? What do you mean you're going to talk to her again? How many times are you having Fiona on? How many bunting questions are there? I don't know, dude. I don't know where to start with questions. If you've already done it, I need to watch the video. You might have already asked everything that I've been pondering. Jerry Smith says, the rumor is that Carol Baskin is coming for you. Could you imagine if Carol Baskin was coming for you? That'd be absolutely terrifying, wouldn't it? She's got big cats. She's killed her husband, maybe, allegedly. If it found out, like, if someone said to me, Carol Baskin is in a car, she's on the way to your house, I would be absolutely bricking it. I'm not even lying. Not even lying. She looks like, you know what I mean, a sweet, innocent lady, but I would be absolutely bricking it. Hello to... Fiona! Fiona, you're over, Fiona! Fiona, you are the talk of the town. You are the talk of the town. Oh, Fiona, is the bunting up? Come on, love, let us know. We need to know. We can do a bunting podcast. Yay! Guys, Fiona is in the chat with the bunting. Oh, I tell you what, I hope you're on this week's show, Fiona. It's not going to be the same if you're not. I feel like they should just have you, like, hidden in the background. Just like, you know, popping up from behind the bins in the Jocephus. Not that you live behind the bins, but I'm just saying, like, Jocephus doing his little thing and then you pop up or something like this. That would be amazing. I mean, I know also impossible because international flights are like... But maybe they could CGI you in or something. I don't know what the technology is like in Carnyland. Do I? I don't know if they're going to be able to do that or not, but... Oh, look at this. LeBron fan saying Fiona. Cheering on Fiona. Coaster Maniacs saying she's here. We got Roy Rees saying hello. Fiona saying I would love that. Here we go. Well, my friends, we are moving on. I don't know if Fiona's on this episode. Don't blame me if she isn't, right? I do not need a riot on this stream. Thank you very much. My riot controlling days are behind me. But we are moving forward to Carnyland, and we've just got a list of all the other shows. Oh, did I miss Girl Power? £10 podcast. Was Girl Power on Friday? Because I totally forgot. I totally forgot if I've missed it. I really wanted to watch that as well. Do you know what? They'll tell me. I could check, but someone will tell me. Right, yes, so every day there's a different show, and I know that £10 Podcast has been doing a review for each of those shows. So, Coaster Maniac says, gonna have a roller coaster chat. I added the word roller. With Fiona, all about coats. What is that? This year, plus maybe something else. Well, shout out to the roller coaster family. What is this thing? I mean, look, that's just... I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot. What is this? I also don't have the headphones, do I? Money, raining down. See, they've CGI'd money in. I think Thunder Rosa is in the NWA chat. So is Zicky Dice, by the looks of it, as well. We've got a meteorite hurtling to Earth. Carnyland says, hey, brother. Rumor has it. Coaster Maniacs, shout out to you. Fiona is so over, says Moda. Days max 5 people allowed inside Tim Hortons. Breaking news. There's some guy in a mask. Some lady in a pool. Is that Fiona? We're open. Some bag of money. A doll with a nail in its eye. Having a bath, shower. We can promise you something different. Here we go. Here we go. It's time you enter. Such a big, epic entrance, isn't it? Well, just that, all of that was just the intro. Created by William Patrick Corgan and David Lagana. Somewhere in America. Carnyland College. Last week, we Life of Luxury. Shout out to you, my friend. Heat 101. Oh, I hate it when I forget my baby oil. Oh. You can't wait to walk through the curtain and tell people to shut up, even though they haven't said anything yet. That's how to be it. This is how to be a heel. Oh, here's Zicky. Zicky interrupting. Allysin Kay. Love the background music. Oh, he left something in the ladies' locker room, eh? Bunting. That's what he left. He left bunting. There's a rumor. Why is he holding his boot, by the way? Give Zicky the... I love that background. The background behind Zicky Dice is awesome. Shout out to Jordan. Will you do a Q&A? We do Q&As pretty much all the time, my friend. Well, that was the end. Oh, hello. Next week. There's no time for next week. There's breaking news, guys. Joe Galley. Here we go. Yeah. Major news. It's going to affect everyone. Mr. Newsman. Oh, look at this. He's showing off the gold. He's got the old Emmy. I'm surprised he doesn't have that on the desk at NWA Powerrr. If I had an Emmy, it would go everywhere with me. I'd have it round my neck like this. People would be like, is that an Emmy? I'd be like, what? Oh, this. Yeah, I won that. It involves Billy Corgan. Is Billy Corgan going to have a match? What's happening? Okay. Little Ben. Nice. The clock on screen is called Little Ben. Fair play. Because you might not know, but here in the UK, we've got a clock that we call Ben.
That's a true story. That's the reason I'm considered an enemy of the state.
One time only theatre. Days today on Twitter, I thought Mick Foley had followed me, but it was someone pretending. God. Are you afraid to touch anything? We've got an eagle. We've got Sal. Oh, wow. He ends his name with a $sign. I want a $sign in my name. Can I be DA $E? Can I be DA $E? Is that a thing? Can I do that? DA $sign. How do I, let me draw it. DA $sign. Oh my God, I can. It looks a little bit like Dace. Do I want to be Dace? Do I want to be Dace? I might be Dace for a bit. Might change that over in a bit. Might become DA $E. Thanks, NWA. Today's lesson, here we are. That is a big pen that Marti Belle has got. Right, what's Tim going to be teaching us? He wants to go to the bathroom already. Should have gone before. Why are they being sizist about Ben? Do you know what's a really good point? This is 2020. This is 2020. I thought we were past all of that. We're going to learn about Abraham Lincoln. Do you remember last week we learned about Benjamin Franklin and the flappers? The flippers. I think, were they called flappers? I don't know what. I might have just made that up. The flappers. Were they flappers? Were they hand flappers? What's a flapper? I'm going to ask Google. Hey, Google. What's a flapper? Oh, do I want to know? Oh, what is this? Flappers were a generation of young Western women.
1920s who wore short skirts, bobbed their hair, listened to jazz, and flaunted their disdain for what was then considered acceptable behavior.
No way! A flapper? A flapper was a young Western woman in the 1920s that wore a short skirt. Am I one of them? Ah, thunder! Tom Campbell saying there's lots of rumours. This rumour is sweeping the Carnyland nation. Even the flappers are talking about it. What the hell is this? Is that Quarantine Barry? Is his name Quarantine Barry? Oh, I'm so on board with Quarantine Barry. Quarantine Barry. Shout out to hand flippers. Oh, yeah, that probably makes more sense. Yeah, it was nice to see Thunder Rosa. Carnyland Therapy. Oh, hello. Dr. Rose Hathaway. Dr. Rose is trying to be the new Fiona. Who's this Fiona wannabe? Is there anything that's weighing on Sal? Do you know Dr. Dre? Shout out to Wrestling Days fam. Days looking up inappropriate things about flappers. Dude, they're just 1920s women that like jazz and wear short skirts. Which I totally didn't know about. I never knew that. I didn't know that was a thing. When I grow up, I want to be one. That's what I want to be. I want to be a flapper. I want to be a 1920s woman. Oh, Sal says he once ate all of William Patrick Corgan's vegan Cheetos. Didn't even know that was a thing. How have the Ninja Turtles been teenagers for 40 years? Dr. Rose. Dr. Rose says she's never met anyone like Sal Renaro. Sal getting fired? I hope not. I hope not. This clock is ticking away. We're on our way to... Little Ben is telling us that we're on our way towards this rumour. Mr. Aldis. Mr. Aldis says you've got to be ready for when opportunity knocks. I actually watched a bit of the Nick Aldis show. and it's not called that. Is it called What's Causing Aldis? It's really good. It's really interesting. So Nick Aldis saying a story about how Sting had actually requested that he face Nick Aldis. How cool is that to have on your resume? And obviously, you know, being one of the best ever NWA champs. But, you know, the Sting thing as well. It's pretty cool. His kids look massively impressed. There we go. Little Ben is Daisy's son. Don't go spreading that. Don't go spreading that. I can see Imtiaz says Wikipedia gave you the PG description. They weren't just rad women. Are you sure that's what you want to be? Yeah, I want to be a rad woman. A 1920s rad woman. Galley. I loved What's Causing Aldis. It was really good. It was really insightful. I completely agree. Completely agree. Didn't have the interesting background that you did, Fiona, but other than that, I thought the content was very good. Right, there's a new shirt. Love Can Wait. Which I think is a very powerful message and something that we should all remember. Love can wait. And also you can get season 1 of NWA Powerrr. That's also available. So a couple of new items. Oh, it's now available. They've been saying you can pre-order it for a few weeks, but it is available now. So few new items drop in on NWA Shop. And here he is, Jocephus with his bins. Okay, where are we? We're in a storage unit. Okay, he's trying to get into the storage unit. He's easy access. Is he selling them? What's he doing? It reminds me of Grant's tomb. Thunder Rosa says, what? You get your own private entry. There's activities for kids. Jocephus is selling storage units in these uncertain times. Amazing. Just think of what you could do with that storage unit. Think of all the things you could store. You could store gold. You could store things that aren't gold. Let's learn more. Oh, hello. Monrovia time. We got question mark. We learnt about Mongrovian geography last week. Hello. Oh, hello. Geography again. Geography part 2. You can never have enough geography, guys. You can never, ever have enough geography. I've got so much geography, I have to have one of Jocephus's storage unit just to keep all the information in. The no answer, see? Hello to Josh Savage. Jocephus is in storage, staying safe. No flipping answer. What is Aron Stevens doing? This is so trippy. This is the kind of show that I would expect to find on like one of those random cable channels at like 3 in the morning. You know, when you've been out and you've had a few and you get in and you're like, right, what's on TV? And you just go flipping through like the darker channels, the channels you never visit. The ones that you're a little bit scared of. You know, those TV channels. This is the kind of thing that gets shown on them at like 3 a.m. And the kind of thing that you watch and you're like, what am I watching? And then you tell all your friends about. Do not miss next week, guys. Do not miss next week. Josh says, I had a game without a crowd. How do you feel about Apollo's win? Cool. Good. Right. Strictly business. Mr. Aldis. Oh, hello. Is this like a Zoom chat? Oh, look. Camille loves talking now. Now you're not going to be able to stop Camille talking. Camille's going to talk all the time. Okay, so this is a strictly business Zoom call, I believe. People are getting excited that Camille is speaking on a regular basis now in the NWA chat. Talking about Billy and how he works and his weirdness. Nick says, we all know we're working for a complete lunatic. What's happening? Yeah, it'd be really cool, actually. Could you imagine if, like, Billy Corgan put together a group to try and take down Strictly Business? Nicolda says, I need to know what this rumor is. Wow. I need to know what this rumor is. I'm definitely hooked. I'm definitely hooked. Tom Segura starts a... Pierre LePew. I like Pierre LePew. The men that love the gardening. Aldis is a heel in Power, but feels like a huge baby face in Carnyland. I don't know. He just says that Mr. Corgan's a lunatic. Is that a baby face move? Pierre LePew says that the garden is basically just a big toilet for his dog. And I like this. They're playing on Twitter feuds and Twitter beefs. How relevant is that at the moment? The fabulous Mulchler. The fabulous Mulchler. Just announced Apollo Crews defend against a person of his choice. Miss Clown One says hashtag Flapper Days. I think Pierre LePew would work as a wrestler. Well, here we go. Look, the gardeners are up in arms. Okay, here we go. That clock, Little Ben has really ticked down. Was that Italian or Russian? Italian, Russian. Don't you dare talk about Little Ben that way. Stu saying he's going to really miss Little Ben. What is the rumor? Is this going to be an announcement or what? I don't know what's happening. Here's Mr. Corgan. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What's the rumor? Everyone's looking, everyone's watching, everyone's... This feels big, but I don't know if it's going to be or what's going to happen. He said, I never thought I'd be a founding father of a place called Carnyland. I love some of these shots. He says he needs to make a tough decision. Carnyland isn't closing. Carnyland isn't out of money. Oh, that's what I'd heard. That's what Sandra down at the supermarket said. Carnyland was bust. This is what I said. Didn't I say this? Didn't I say there was going to be an election? Didn't I say there was going to be an election? Didn't I say there was going to be an election? Although, can I just... Sorry. To find the first mayor of Carnyland. Sorry. I've only got one slight issue there. There's only one slight problem I've got with the wording, right? I'm totally on board. Right, with the whole voting thing, yeah? Just not sure about the first mayor. Just not sure about the first mayor. Yeah. A mayor of Carnyland election. Election for mayor. It's happening. It's happening. Go and vote. Guys, I said, I'm not standing. I got us there. I got us there. I put the work in. I helped build the place. I put all the foundations in. I helped to get us there. I got us to where we needed to be. And I couldn't stand for election. I can't take that kind of disappointment. Not right. I'm too fragile. I'm basically made of glass. I put on what you see on camera is just a front. It's just a front. I know what you see is strong, sexy, strong, attractive. I know you see all these things. I'm so fragile. I couldn't take that kind of disappointment. So there we go. Big news, big announcement. I need to have a word. I need to have a word with Sandra down at the supermarket because she was saying to me that Carnyland was bust. She was saying to me that Carnyland was out of $. And apparently not. Apparently we're at the point where we can run mayor campaigns and all of this kind of stuff. So, well, there we go. I thought it was fun. I thought there's some stuff in there that was enjoyable. I enjoyed Little Ben very much. Some nice little segments. I liked the fact that the whole episode built to something. I liked the fact that it was like, what's this leading towards? And we actually got to the point where they've announced there's going to be a mayor of Carnyland. Again, just want to... We all know. I don't want to keep dwelling on it because it's not... it's not the point, but we all know that whoever wins this, and I wish them all the best, they'll have my full support. They'll have my absolute full support. I'll put all my resources behind helping them in any way that I can, but they're not going to be the first. They won't be the first mayor. They can be 1.5. They can be first and a half, first and a quarter, first and a tenth. I don't mind whatever they want to call themselves. Do you know what I mean? Just, you know, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I'm just gonna. Fiona says, Days, stand and I'll send you the bunting for your campaign. Oh, look at this. Yes, well, we've got the bunting down. We've got the bunting sorted. Dave in real life says, now it's starting to get interesting. Now things are starting to get tasty. I've got to go and head to a Carney Council meeting, says Jennifer Lockhart. Well, have fun, my friend. Have fun. This is a travesty, says Miss Clown. This is a travesty. It's not a travesty. This is good. This is what they should be doing. This is exactly what we want to see them do. They're doing the kinds of stuff that we want to see. They are going full ahead with mayors and elections, and you can become a citizen, and they're making it a place. They're making it somewhere that we can hang out and we can have fun. Carnyland is for all of us and all of that. So it's good. It's good. I'm totally on board. Just whoever wins, you're not the first. Just so you know, you're not the first. Adam as mayor of Carnyland. Adam should be mayor. Is Adam in the running? Is Rotella in the running? Because with a moustache like that, that is presidential. Let's put it that way. It's not just being a mayor. You should be the president of Carnyland. Maybe I should call myself the president. Can I call myself the president of Carnyland? Go on, Days. Be the mayor. Revolt and riot. No. Miss Cam, it's my choice. It's my choice. I am choosing to... Now it's built. I'm choosing to walk. I'm choosing. It's my decision to allow that honor go to someone else. You know, guys, I'm fortunate. I'm part of Carnyland. I'm part of this community. This community is part of Carnyland. You know what I mean? I'm part of so many worlds. I'm part of the real world. I'm part of this world. I'm part of the Carnyland world. Do you know what I mean? There's only one of me. I can't spread myself that thin. So, yeah, I agree with it. I think it's a great move. I think it's exactly what they should be doing. And I would urge that you all go and vote. I don't know where you vote, but go and vote. Make your voices heard. I don't know how you vote, but go and vote. LeBron fan says, yes, become the president. Dave says, Days is the jester of Carnyland. Yes, I can do that. I can do that. Fiona, thank you for joining us. It was great to see you again and to chat with you. So stay cool, my friend, and keep living your best life. Miss Clown 1 says, yeah, okay. Days transcends space and time. Well, I do try. It's a good day to be a citizen of Carnyland. It is, because do you know what? I know I've said this from the very beginning. You'll remember, if you go right back to the start of this stream, you'll remember that I said I'm a big fan of democracy. I'm a big fan of democracy. I'm a big fan of people having free will. I'm a big fan of people, you know, being able to choose who they want, and I'm a big supporter of all of those things. So it's really great that that's exactly that's exactly what the NWA have decided, and that they're going to give you those choices and those options. So Days has got to be the peasant of Carnyland. You've spelt president wrong, Chalmers. You seem to have misspelt. It happens. It happens to me as well, where you actually type a word and it changes it to something else, but you seem to have written the word peasant instead of president. I don't know. I mean, look, we all make mistakes. Carnyland was awesome tonight, says Roy Rees. I thought it was fun. Yeah, I thought it was fun. As I said, those parts of it I really enjoyed. I like the announcement. I like the announcement, and I like the fact it built towards the announcement. And I'll tell you what's interesting. What does the mayor do? What does the mayor actually do? What are those responsibilities going to be? That's going to be a real interesting thing. Woo! Big news! Big news! I really feel like you guys, yeah, I feel like our little world, we are in on what is going down in Carnyland town. Do you know what I mean? We are in on what is happening with this show. It's very next. There'll be, I tell you, next week there'll be bunting everywhere. There'll be bunting everywhere. Miss Cowan 1 says, in all seriousness, Carnyland, I do love it. It's good stuff. A welcome distraction. Roy Rees says Thunder Rosa as mayor. That would be cool. Stinger's mayor, says Jerry Smith. Yeah, Stinger's mayor would be a lot of fun as well. Resting Days fan says, great stream. Thank you, my friend. Shout out to you. Days, read the Timmy thing. I read it. About 5 people I saw. Right, I definitely do not want to make the same mistake that I made last week. We stuck around for like quite a bit after, just going through Carnyland and breaking it down and talking about it. And then it turned out that I stepped all over 10 pounds of podcasts toes, and I absolutely didn't mean to do that. So I'm not going to do that this week. So we are going to wrap things up. Let me just have a little look and see how long we've been streaming for, because I am a stickler. I am a stickler for at least getting to a nice round number. I think we've done the hour. So let me have a look. Let me jump into the thing. Let me go to the control room. Let me just go to the Carnyland control room. Yeah, we've done the hour. Okay, I think we're about done. So, as I said, I don't want to step on 10 pounds podcasts toes, so that will do us for this week. To everyone that joined us, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support as always. Hope you had fun with watching this week's Carnyland. Big, exciting announcement, which, yeah, man, get voting. That's all I can say. Jump over and start voting. Who are you going to vote as mayor of Carnyland? We don't know what their responsibilities are, but I would urge that you vote, because we don't want a tyrant, do we? Yeah? We want someone soft, cuddly, someone that maybe we dream about, someone that, you know, maybe we could see ourselves, you know, hooking up with one day. You know, maybe someone that we've had the odd fantasy about. You know, maybe someone that we've made dolls of, and, you know, we give him a little kiss and a cuddle at night. I'm talking about Adam Rotella. I'm definitely talking about Adam Rotella. So if Adam Rotella is in the running, get voting, because we need to get that man in as the second mayor of Carnyland. Awesome, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.